Lina and the Ice Phoenix in the Candy Kingdom. In a faraway corner of the world, there was the Candy Kingdom, where everything was made of candy. There were tall chocolate mountains reaching the clouds, caramel rivers that sparkled under the sun, and fields of colorful gummy candies that shone like rainbows. The air smelled sweet, filled with the scent of sugar and chocolate, and little candy flowers grew along the paths. It was a place where dreams felt real, and every corner was filled with magic. In this sweet and sparkling world lived a little girl named Lina. She was unlike any other child. Her hair glowed like rainbow candy, catching the sunlight and making tiny reflections dance on the ground. Her eyes shone like red rubies, and her smile could warm even the coldest hearts. On her shoulders, she always wore a cape made of soft cotton candy threads that floated gently behind her as she walked. Lina was known not only for her magical appearance, but also for her kind heart. She always wished to help everyone in the kingdom, and the residents loved her for her courage and sweetness. One bright morning, the sky over the Candy Kingdom began to change. Clouds of gray sugar started to gather, and suddenly, a huge storm of powdered sugar swept through the land. It tore apart candy shops, left gummy gardens buried under white snow, and made the bright caramel rivers turn cold and lifeless. Candy houses crumbled, and chocolate walls cracked under the weight of ice. The residents were frightened, running from place to place, unsure how to save their treasures. The sweetness of the kingdom seemed to vanish in an instant. But Lina did not hesitate for a moment. She took a deep breath and ran through the streets of the kingdom. She visited every corner, from the small candy shops with broken roofs to the gummy gardens coated in frost. She swept away the sugar storm's remains, repaired candy houses with care, and shared the rare candies she had kept in her secret pockets. As Lina moved through the kingdom, a gentle light glowed around her, spreading warmth and hope. People felt comforted and inspired to help as well. On her journey, Lina heard whispers of a legendary creature living in the icy gummy forest, a place that no one dared enter. It was said that the Ice Phoenix guarded the kingdom's sweetest treasures. Many had tried to meet her, but the phoenix was very cold and never trusted humans. Her crystal feathers shimmered with a bright, icy blue light, and her eyes sparkled like sapphires. Anyone who saw her felt a chill run down their spine. Some said her wings could summon storms of snow and ice, and her voice could silence even the busiest of streets. Despite the warnings, Lina's courage did not falter. She stepped carefully into the icy gummy forest, the ground crunching softly beneath her shoes. The wind howled like a frozen river, and ice crystals hung from the gummy trees. She followed the sound of a soft chime, like glass bells ringing in the cold air, and soon she found the Ice Phoenix. The majestic bird stood in the middle of a candy snowstorm, her wings wide and shimmering. Tiny ice flakes sparkled and fell around her like glitter. The phoenix looked at Lina with cautious eyes, expecting someone who wanted to steal the treasures she protected. Lina's heart did not tremble. She took a small, rare candy from her pocket and smiled warmly. "I'm not taking anything," she said softly. "I just want to help the kingdom's people. I want everyone to be happy again." The Ice Phoenix paused. For a long moment, she studied Lina's eyes, searching for any hint of trickery. Slowly, she exhaled a soft, cold breath onto the candy. And then, magic happened. The candy broke into countless tiny lights, flying through the forest like fireflies. The snowstorm began to calm, and the broken candies in the forest transformed into bright, new treats. The icy forest shimmered with color, brighter than it had ever been. Together, Lina and the Ice Phoenix set off to restore the Candy Kingdom. Along the way, they faced many challenges. An ancient gummy tree had lost a branch in the storm, leaving the candy birds with no home. Lina tied the branches back carefully, using strands of her cotton candy cape. The birds chirped happily, flying back to their nests and filling the forest with joyful songs. A chocolate wall had cracked, spilling caramel onto the cobblestone paths. Lina and the phoenix worked together. Lina carefully cleaned the caramel, while the phoenix blew cold air to harden the chocolate. Then, Lina decorated it with colorful gummy layers, restoring the wall to its original glory, even more beautiful than before. At a candy shop where lollipops were broken, Lina patiently glued them back together. She hummed a sweet tune, and the shop owner joined her, arranging candies on shelves with the new energy. Everywhere they went, the residents began helping. They cleaned streets, repaired broken candy houses, and shared smiles and encouragement. Lina realized that even the smallest actions, combined with kindness, could create extraordinary power. The warmth and joy they shared spread throughout the kingdom, melting the fear and sorrow left by the storm. Finally, when the kingdom was safe and bright again, the Candy King called Lina to his palace. He smiled and presented her with the heart of sweetness, a magical candy that shone with a warm, golden light. "This is for you, Lina," the king said. "It represents your heart full of kindness and courage. Remember, even small acts, like sharing a candy or helping someone, can change the world." But the story did not end there. The Ice Phoenix, once lonely and cold, had seen the power of kindness. She decided to stay in the Candy Kingdom, using her strength to protect and help the residents whenever they needed. Whenever she flew above the kingdom, her icy blue light transformed into a warm glow, spreading comfort and happiness to all below. The people trusted her wings, and the forest of candy shone brighter with every flap. Lina looked over the colorful kingdom, smiling. She realized that magic was not always needed to make a difference. A kind action, a sincere heart, and the willingness to help could change a community. They could make the world sweeter, just like the candies she loved so much. The story of Lina and the Ice Phoenix became a legend in the Candy Kingdom. Children and grown-ups alike told the tale, learning that kindness was never small. A smile, shared candy, or a helping hand could create real magic. The Candy Kingdom stayed bright and joyful, not just because of chocolate, caramel, and gummies, but because of the shining hearts of those who cared for one another. And so, thanks to Lina's courage and kindness, and the Ice Phoenix's transformation, the Candy Kingdom was sweeter and happier than ever, a place where magic, love, and generosity lived in every corner.